The familiar American retailer JCPenney has announced the permanent closure of several department stores. This news has sent ripples through communities across the nation, as JCPenney has been a cornerstone of American retail for generations. The closures are not just about the loss of a store, they signify a deeper shift in the retail landscape that affects both consumers and employees alike. This affects communities nationwide, marking a significant shift in the retail landscape. Local economies that have relied on these stores for decades are now facing uncertainty. Small businesses in the vicinity of JCPenney stores often benefit from the foot traffic generated by the department store, and their future is now also in question. Shoppers in affected areas have until May 25, 2025, to make their final purchases. This deadline is not just a date on the calendar, it represents the last opportunity for many to experience the traditional in-store shopping that JCPenney has offered for over a century. For some, it's a nostalgic farewell to a beloved shopping destination. This date is crucial for both employees and loyal customers, signaling the end of an era. Employees who have dedicated years, sometimes decades, to the company are now facing an uncertain future. The bond between the staff and the community is strong, and the closure will undoubtedly leave a void. JCPenney has been a staple in American shopping for over a century. Founded in 1902, the company has weathered numerous economic storms and has been a reliable presence in the retail sector. Its history is intertwined with the evolution of American consumer culture, making its closures all the more poignant. The retail industry is constantly evolving, with companies adapting to new challenges and consumer preferences. The rise of e-commerce, changing shopping habits, and economic pressures have all contributed to the current state of the industry. Retailers must innovate to stay relevant, and sometimes that means making difficult decisions like closing stores. These closures are part of JCPenney's strategy to stay competitive. By focusing on more profitable locations and investing in their online presence, the company hopes to navigate the turbulent retail waters. This strategic shift is essential for their long-term survival, even if it means short-term pain for many. The news impacts workers, shoppers, and the shopping malls where these stores are located. Employees are facing job losses, shoppers are losing a familiar place to shop, and malls are losing key tenants that draw in visitors. The ripple effects of these closures are far-reaching. Malls rely on big stores like JCPenney to attract visitors. These anchor stores are crucial for driving foot traffic, which benefits smaller retailers within the mall. The loss of an anchor store can lead to a decline in overall mall traffic, affecting the entire retail ecosystem within the mall. When a major store closes, it can change the entire dynamic of a mall. Empty storefronts can create a sense of decline, discouraging shoppers from visiting. This can lead to a downward spiral where more stores close, further reducing foot traffic and making it harder for the mall to attract new tenants. Many are closely watching JCPenney's plans and their implications for local areas. Community leaders, business owners, and residents are all concerned about the potential economic impact. Analysts are also keeping a close eye on how these closures will affect the broader retail landscape. The May 25th date is a key moment in this ongoing retail transformation. It marks the end of an era for JCPenney and the beginning of a new chapter for the communities affected. As the countdown continues, the focus will be on how these areas adapt and what new opportunities may arise. This announcement highlights the economic forces and business strategies that shape where we shop. The retail industry is a complex web of factors, from consumer behavior to technological advancements, and companies must constantly adapt to survive. JCPenney's closures are a stark reminder of these realities. The closures are a reminder of the ever-changing nature of retail. As more consumers turn to online shopping, traditional brick-and-mortar stores face increasing challenges. The retail landscape is in a state of flux, and businesses must be agile to keep up with the pace of change. Shoppers and employees alike are affected by these decisions. For shoppers, it's the loss of a familiar and trusted place to buy goods. For employees, it's the uncertainty of job security and the challenge of finding new employment in a competitive market. The retail world continues to evolve, and JCPenney's closures are a part of that story. As the industry moves forward, new trends and innovations will emerge, shaping the future of shopping. While the end of JCPenney stores is a significant moment, it also opens the door for new possibilities in the ever-changing world of retail. JCPenney has specified which stores will close by May 25, 2025. This announcement comes as part of a broader strategy to streamline operations and focus on more profitable locations. 7 locations across the U.S. are affected. These closures span from the West Coast to the East Coast, impacting a diverse range of communities. The first is at the Shops at Tanforan in San Bruno, California. This location has been a staple for local shoppers for many years. Another is in Denver, Colorado, at the Shops at Northfield. This store has served the Denver community with a variety of products and services. In Pocatello, Idaho, the Pine Ridge Mall store will close. This closure will affect the local economy and the shopping habits of residents. The West Ridge Mall store in Topeka, Kansas, is also on the list. This store has been a key retail destination in the area. In Newington, New Hampshire, the Fox Run Mall store will shut down. The closure marks the end of an era for local shoppers. Asheville Mall in Asheville, North Carolina, will lose its JCPenney. This store has been a significant part of the mall's retail mix. Lastly, Charleston Town Center in Charleston, West Virginia, will see its store close. This closure will impact both employees and loyal customers. These closures impact local shoppers and employees, reflecting the dynamic nature of retail. The changing landscape of retail requires businesses to adapt and evolve. Each closure represents a strategic business decision by JCPenney. The company aims to optimize its store portfolio and enhance its financial health. JCPenney has explained why these 7 stores are closing. The decision is part of a broader strategy to adapt to the evolving retail landscape. Factors include lease expirations and changing market conditions. The retail environment has been shifting rapidly, and JCPenney is responding to these changes. The rise of online shopping has significantly impacted physical store sales. More consumers are choosing the convenience of shopping from home, which has led to a decrease in foot traffic in traditional retail stores. JCPenney is optimizing its store portfolio, focusing on locations that perform well. This is not a large-scale downsizing but a strategic move to ensure the company's long-term success. The company continues to operate around 650 stores nationwide. This extensive network allows JCPenney to maintain a strong presence in the retail market. They are also focusing on their online business at jcpenney.com. The online platform is becoming increasingly important as more customers prefer to shop digitally. These closures are unrelated to JCPenney's recent merger with Spark Group. The merger aims to strengthen the company's overall market position. The merger formed Catalyst Brands, which includes Aeropostale and Brooks Brothers. This new entity is poised to drive growth and innovation across multiple retail brands. Catalyst Brands has ambitious growth plans, including new store openings. This initiative reflects a commitment to expanding their market reach and enhancing customer experiences. The current closures are about fine-tuning JCPenney's footprint. By closing underperforming stores, the company can allocate resources more effectively. This distinction is important for understanding the company's direction. JCPenney is not retreating, but rather repositioning itself for future success. JCPenney is adapting to market changes while maintaining a significant presence. The company is committed to evolving with consumer preferences and industry trends. The closures are part of a broader strategy to stay competitive. By refining their operations, JCPenney aims to enhance its overall performance and customer satisfaction. Ohio residents can breathe a sigh of relief. No JCPenney stores in Ohio are affected by the May 25th closures. Shoppers in cities like Columbus, Cleveland, and Cincinnati can continue visiting their local stores. This is significant for Ohio, where JCPenney has a substantial presence. The continuation of operations means local economies and jobs are not immediately impacted. Ohio stores are performing well within JCPenney's strategy. This decision highlights how retail choices vary by market. Ohio consumers can continue their familiar shopping routines. Shoppers near the closing JCPenney stores can find significant bargains. Liquidation sales are underway to clear out remaining merchandise. Discounts can reach up to 90% off original prices. As the closing date nears, discounts often deepen. This is a great chance for savvy shoppers to get amazing deals. Sales apply to everything in the store, including national brands and private labels. The sales are only at the 7 closing stores and end by May 25th. It's a bittersweet opportunity as these stores prepare to close permanently. JCPenney has faced many challenges, including filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in May 2020. The bankruptcy allowed restructuring, aiming for a stronger future. JCPenney was acquired by Simon Property Group and Brookfield Asset Management, saving it from liquidation. Recently, JCPenney became part of Catalyst Brands through a merger with Spark Group. Catalyst Brands plans to open new stores and create jobs. The current closures are isolated and not related to Catalyst Brands' broader initiatives. JCPenney continues to adapt, focusing on core offerings and enhancing its online presence. The company operates around 650 stores nationwide. JCPenney's journey reflects the efforts of retailers to navigate economic shifts and changing consumer behaviors. The JCPenney closures are part of a larger retail transformation. The rise of e-commerce has pressured traditional stores. Retailers are re-evaluating their physical footprints, closing underperforming locations. Shopping malls are evolving, incorporating dining, entertainment, and services. For consumers, these changes bring both challenges and opportunities. Retailers are innovating, leading to better online experiences and new store concepts. The retail landscape will continue to shift, with more store closures expected. This period of adjustment and reinvention doesn't mean the end of physical retail. Companies like JCPenney are finding their place in this new era. Staying informed helps shoppers navigate the changing retail world.